keep it like a little bit?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
All right, here we go. All right. All right, say that again?
Yeah, what was this return and arrival like?
Oh, I mean, it's pretty special. One thing about Mississippi State, the fans, it's a true college town. We know that already, right? And with that comes a big group of friends, big group of family. Look at all this, 100, 200 people here supporting this team coming in. We're making history in the state of Mississippi. We're putting the state of Mississippi on the map in terms of the softball world, and we're certainly excited to have the support. These folks have been with us all year long, and it sure is good to see the texts, the tweets, all the congratulations yesterday. Pretty special day for our program, and certainly makes us feel really good to come home and see this kind of reception here today.
Well, that kind of fed into my next question. I mean, you guys make the history down there, moving on to Supers for the first time ever, but you talked about the outpouring level of support from all the fans. What does that mean to you in this program?
Well, it's special. It's special. We've been so close for a while, and we've got a good group of girls here that are tough, man. They're gritty, they persevere, they fight, they love one another, they have each other's back. It hadn't been easy, it hadn't been pretty all the time either, but we found a way to get it done, and I think we got to really tip our caps to them and the level of toughness our kids show day in and day out.
Tyler, you've been here. I'm sure you guys were excited already, but now when you see this crowd, I mean, now how much does that kind of add to the excitement of getting in there, playing games this weekend?
Oh, it juices us. I mean, none of us got any sleep last night. We're all responding to texts, tweets, Instagram, DMs, whatever, you name it, we're doing all that. And we came off no sleep last night. Now we're getting here and we're like, man, let's go play ball again. You got the scoreboard on. You got the AD, Mike Leach texting us. I mean, he's shooting me a text at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. Texting Coach Riggins just now. I mean, head football coach texting us, congratulating us. That tells you how tight this community is, how much love and support we have for not just us or baseball or football. It's all of us, man. And that's what's one of the unique things that draws folks to Mississippi State is the fan base we have here that supports us, loves us. We're the show in town. It's not like you got the Atlanta Braves right down the street, right, Joel? Right. But the college, we are the big time, and that's what I hope folks that look at us down the road, they're going to say, hey, come to Mississippi State, you're going to have this kind of support from people. Folks are going to have your back. They're going to take care of you in the community. And I think that's what you see here today.
What did Leach text you? Whatever you can share.
I won't get into all the specifics. Let's just say it was very good. It was very good.
Tyler,
we're going to get together as soon as it gets back in town. I promise you that.
Man.
You've been here for a long time.
Yep.
You're part of the baseball program and the rich history there. You come, right down the road to this place, and y'all have done so many great things, but you just haven't been able to get over that hump and get to a super regional and compete here. How does it feel for you as somebody that's been a part of this program for a long time and a part of Mississippi State to finally see this through, to see this opportunity come about for Mississippi State?
Well, it's special. I mean, it's in my veins. Mississippi State's in my blood. The alumni here, got 2 degrees here. When I was a kid this high, I'm going to Ron Polk's baseball camps when I was 7 years old. I was above the first base dugout when Burton Masters hit the home run to beat Florida State. To tell you how deep my roots go to this place, and to be able to come through and make a statement like this in front of all these fans that have been pulling for us for so long. We've been real close. We've been to 4 straight regional finals, something we had never done before. And now to be able to cut through and get to the other side right here. And on top of that, now we get to host a super regional. I mean, that's something our baseball fans know about, something I know about from being on that baseball staff too, the flonging of people going to Omaha, Nebraska every summer, 20,000 strong convoy going up north. We're expecting to have a similar type draw out here this weekend. I tell you, it's special when our kids know that the 6 a.m. workouts are paying off. The long days studying in the Templeton Center after practice, they're all paying off. They're doing this, they got each other's back, and having these kind of folks here, having you guys here telling our story, being somebody that can help relay the information that we're trying to tell them, you guys sharing our story, that's pretty daggone special too.
And see all this, experience what you guys did yesterday. Just how do you explain it?
I'll try to, but it was absolutely breathtaking. Just when we turned that corner and we saw everybody standing here in the little maroon carpet. Oh my gosh, it was just so amazing just to see how the whole town just came together to show their support, and we just wanted to extend a big thank you to everybody who showed up, and even those who weren't able to. We feel the love, we feel the support through social media, through all the comments and all the calls, the text messages and everything. It's just amazing. You can tell that this is a true family atmosphere.
You got a big hit yesterday in that game. Just talk about what this team, what came up inside of you guys to be able to string all that together.
Honestly, I don't think anybody was thinking about it before the game or even during the game. We were just out there just having fun, and I think that was the biggest part of it, is that nobody felt the pressure, nobody felt the weight, like, oh my gosh, this could be our last game. Like, we just kind of went out there and said we're gonna give it our all and leave everything out there on the field, leave no regrets, and we started feeding off of each other's energy, and it just was a beautiful thing to be a part of.
You guys have so many veterans on this team, but you've also played so many great teams and players and things like that. Just how prepared are y'all for this with the road that y'all have had to take, not only this year, but through the last several years?
Yeah, no, we've been preparing for this not only this season, but like you said, like the past few years. We always have a good strength of schedule, like every single year, by being in the SEC, and also by starting this season off by playing Oklahoma, playing UCLA. So we know what it takes to play good teams and what it takes to really rise above that. I'm sorry, but so we're ready for this. We're ready to just kind of keep going, keep rolling, and just keep having fun.
I know you were saying that you guys didn't really think about it much throughout the game, but entering the season, you guys talked so much about getting the opportunity to host a postseason. You probably didn't think that was going to happen when you got the draw at Florida State. But now, when did you guys find out that you'd be able to host and you'd get Arizona to see that they won their regional?
We found out. We found out actually like in the middle of the game. Ricketts was like, "Hey, we win this. We might be hosting." We were like, "Oh, really? All right, let's put this in gear." We honestly, one of our managers was talking and said, "How many teams can say that they hosted a super regional before they hosted a regional?" And we were like, "Oh, not many." So, we're just excited to be here, and we're just super excited that we get to bring Starkville, bring our home a part of it along with us in this ride. So. It's huge. It's huge for this program.
Robbie mentioned, the veterans you guys have on the team. I guess just how cool is it that, you guys had the senior day and things like that, but now that, you get to do one last ride at home, on this stage for those seniors.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's very fitting, especially with Mia, Annie, just out there, just grinding. This is just making history for them is probably the biggest thing that we're thinking about right now. We just wanted to give them something that they could always remember, and not only just for them, but for this freshman class and the incoming classes after. Just kind of setting a standard and kind of making this something that we can look forward to every year. Just something to work back to. Ricketts
didn't tell you about the possibility of hosting the Super Regional before your hit, did she?
No, she didn't. No, I would have been like, oh my gosh. But, so we always try to keep it no pressure. She just told us and we're like, oh, okay, maybe let's win this then.
How easy has it been to play behind your pitchers? I mean, they've been incredible, especially in the last few weeks. I mean, just how can you explain how good they've been in the last few weeks?
Absolutely. There is so much trust all around the field, from the defense to the pitching to the hitting, but especially with the defense pitching relationship right there. There's just so much trust all the way around. We know that she's going to do her best out there, and vice versa. She knows that whatever pitch she throws, that we're going to be right there behind her to back her up. So it's just amazing. Not only Annie, but our whole pitching staff through and through. Everyone's just been showing up and showing out, especially this past weekend. We had 2-3 complete games, and it was just amazing to just see everybody just pushing through and just having the trust and the faith that we're all going to get it done.